Cheers to Baby Friday. So cool off this weekend with some refreshing cocktails from the one and only Chef Mary. She shares the goods coming up. And if you're planning on going apartment shopping this weekend, you know that each individual rental application, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. Well, save some cash by getting a reusable tenant screening report. Your budget will thank you. And learn more about a premier senior living community in Highlands Ranch, where you can live your life in comfort and with a host of amenities. Colorado and Company starts when? Right now.
Portions of Colorado and Company contain paid content.
Good friends, gonna get you through the day. Good friends.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Colorado and Company. I've got 3 important words for you. Are you guys ready? Adams County Fair. It's happening, people. I hope I didn't scare everyone just now. I want to royally introduce you to Miss Jordan Kellogg, the Adams County Fair Queen, along with her lady-in-waiting, Kylie Rickards. I bow down, ladies. Your Majesties. Amazing. So congrats to both of you. How does it feel to be Adams County Fair royalty?
Oh my gosh, it's such an honor. And right now it's so exciting because we're gearing up for fair. So we're doing all of our pre-fair events right now and everything is just like coming together and it's what we've been waiting for all year to do. So it's really exciting time right now.
It's the moment.
Yes, it is.
It's the moment. How do you feel?
Yeah, I would say the same. It's just such an honor to be able to represent the county I grew up in.
Nice.
I grew up doing 4-H, and so getting to be at all these events as a lady-in-waiting now has just been so exciting.
That's 4-H, and you show off the cows and stuff, and the pigs and the goats.
Yes.
I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted. Okay, Jordan, what made you say, I want to be queen?
So I actually started off in 4-H at the Adams
Oh, you did 4-H too?
4-H program,
okay,
yes.
Yeah.
And I showed horses, and I had a lot of friends and mentors who did the horse program, but also did queening after the horse program.
Nice.
And so I got to see them go through it, and they really encouraged me to try it out. And I was like, you guys are crazy. But then I kind of got to see like the behind the scenes of like what a life of the rodeo queen does. And I got inspired and I ran and I won and here I am.
Yes, queen.
So it's been such a fun ride ever since.
And you get to wear the glitter, the tiaras?
Yes.
Did you bring one? Okay, no. Okay. Kylie, about you, what made you get just involved in this? I mean, that's a great story. She got inspired. What about you?
So my grandpa gave me a pony for kindergarten graduation.
Are you joking?
So no,
What was the pony's name?
No, Dazzle.
Oh, love.
Yep, she was amazing. So I've always been involved with horse stuff, and he's always just encouraged me to go out for this. So I've always kind of wanted to be a rodeo queen. And then growing up in the horse program in Adams County, I got to see all of the older girls go on to do rodeo queening. And so I just really inspired me. And yeah, I tried out and here we are.
I love it. You two, we talked off camera, the same color hair.
Yes.
The redhead attitude, y'all. Amazing.
It's been fun for sure.
It is amazing. Okay, let me ask you both so far. What has been your favorite part of you have duties to do.
We do.
So what are your favorite parts of duties? And it's queening?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We call it queening, rodeo
I love
queen,
that.
royalty.
Queening. What's your favorite parts?
My favorite part so far has been traveling the state. We've been to so many different parades and rodeos throughout the state, and it's just like the opportunity, like we go somewhere and people are like, where are you from? Where do you represent? And my favorite part is getting the opportunity to talk about my fair and my county and where I'm from and, kind of promote the Western way of life and agriculture and what I stand for. So that's been my favorite part so far.
I like the promoting agriculture too.
Yes.
It's beautiful here.
It's super important.
Yes. Kylie, what about you? What's your favorite? Is it the tiara?
I mean, part of it.
Yeah, right.
I would say my favorite part has been getting to meet all of the local royalty. I kind of knew that there was some other royalty from other counties, but I had no idea how strong the royalty program was in Colorado.
So there's other queens.
Yes, there is. Wow. So I've made so many new friends this year, gotten to meet so many new people, and it's just been incredible to see what a huge community royalty in Colorado is.
Wow, you guys almost dine in one majestic Hogwarts-type castle. Okay, on to the main event, the fair itself. Jordan, tell us more about what makes this so special. What can we expect?
Oh my gosh, this year there's so many amazing things to expect. First off, we have our first youth rodeo. We're bringing it back this year. We haven't had it in a minute, and so we have our youth rodeo coming back, and that is going to be the biggest main point for me is seeing that come back, seeing Adams County.
How young can you be in that?
signing up, I know that we have like some mutton busting and whatnot, but most of it I believe is like 16 and up,
Okay, nice,
around
nice,
there, you know,
nice.
old enough to still compete and
Yeah.
whatnot. We have do have some events for the younger kids, so that'll be pretty fun to see. And then of course we have our 2 nights of Demolition Derby and then our concert lineup and Dia de la Familia to finish us off there. So it's going to be so much fun. Of course we have all of our events throughout the whole week that is just going to keep us going.
Y'all are gonna be needing a rest afterwards. Okay. Also, talk to me about the lineup for the United Power Grandstands. What is that?
Yes, so we have grandstand events happening all week. You know, we're starting off with the youth rodeo and then 2 days of the Demolition Derby. But then Saturday night, August 1st, we have our concert lineup. We have Dylan Marlowe, Cooper Allen, and Austin Snell is going to be performing for us that evening. We're super excited for that. They're going to be an awesome lineup.
Any line dancing? I'd practice once.
We're going to try. She's really good at it.
you?
I
I'm
love
learning.
line dancing. Oh yes.
It's like a little do-si-do.
Yeah, something.
Okay, that was good. That was really good. All right, guys, the Adams County Fair kicks off on July 29th and runs through August 2nd. Is that correct? Okay, see the full lineup of events, including all the free activities. That's important right now. At theadamscountyfair.com. They sponsored today's segment. Thank y'all. Well, Ryan Dart is a bullseye in the music world, and he and his band will be here tomorrow for Good Friends Friday. Join the party. All right, have you ever gotten out of bed and thought to yourself, wait, why are my feet in pain and tingling? Or maybe you're driving and you notice my hands are kind of numb. Well, you might be surprised to learn those aren't just like annoying little aches and pains. It could be something more. And we have Dr. Dean Anderson from Front Range Medical Center for ways to help that out. Important to take a look. I'm very excited to talk about this because someone in my family is going through this. Yeah. So talk to me about an important symptom. You're driving, you're hanging out with friends that people should not ignore, something that stands out.
Yeah. A lot of times neuropathy or nerve damage will start off with an altered feeling, like something's in our shoe and it's not, like our sock is balled up, but it's not. It can be kind of a tingling, and then as it progresses, it becomes the more obvious symptoms.
Like pain.
Yeah, like burning, sharp shooting electrical pain, but it usually starts off as what we term paresthesia, which is just this altered feeling. But neuropathy is a progressive condition, so it typically gets worse over time. So the longer we ignore it, the more nerve damage we can end up with, the harder it is to be able to have improvement. Yeah.
Is numb one of those first symptoms too?
Yeah, numbness is one, and numbness is one of the, for me, it's one of the more concerning symptoms because it's easier to ignore than pain.
Right, you're like, oh, my foot's asleep.
Yeah, but what happens with numbness is we ignore it, is we'll start to lose the ability to know where our feet are.
Yeah,
right?
then
So
there's
balance,
falls, yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of patients who are fall risk because they don't have balance, because they don't know where their feet are, or driving, they don't feel the gas in the brake. So
That's terrifying.
numbness is a very common symptom with peripheral neuropathy.
Okay, so audience, viewers, we're not ignoring, are we? Say yes, Tori, thank you. All right, a big assumption people have that you don't have peripheral neuropathy if you don't have diabetes, and I sort of thought that too. Is that true?
There's a number of things that can cause neuropathy.
Okay.
So yes, diabetes or blood sugar problems is a common cause.
Okay.
Even like pre-diabetes can lead to neuropathy, but patients who have autoimmune problems or chronic inflammatory issues can end up with neuropathy. It can be side effects of certain medications.
Yes.
We were talking about chemotherapy
Yes.
can cause neuropathy. Chronic use of statin medication can sometimes cause it.
I heard that.
It can be because of liver or kidney problems. So really there's a long list of possible causes. And one of the keys in the beginning when we see patients is not just understanding the nerve damage and the severity, but what's causing it, what's driving it.
What's
that
the
gives us
root?
that complete picture.
So it's good to tell your doctor or you, because we should all be going to you, about medicines they're taking and things like that to get to the root of it.
Exactly.
Okay, that's important. I heard statins do that. So, Dr. Dean, I want to be personal with you. We talked about this off camera. My dad is going through some chemo right now, and he's having the kind of nerve damage that is keeping him from literally doing the things he loves. Like we can't touch his leg, or if it's electrical shock. So what can you do to help that kind of intense pain?
Yeah, so a lot of patients deal with that. There's a lot of hypersensitivity, right? So simple touches or the bed sheets at night bothering them. They can't sleep at night because of pain.
You can't sleep.
Yeah, that's a common symptom, not just with chemo-induced neuropathies, but diabetic neuropathies or autoimmune neuropathies. So in the beginning, we make sure we go through a very thorough exam. An exam will tell us how much nerve damage the patient has. That gives us an idea of how much we can help, if we can help. Because if the nerve damage is too severe, then we may be limited.
Got it.
But we do a very advanced treatment in our office that's electrical. Nerves are electrical.
Yeah.
With this advancement in treatment, it provides something called nerve re-education. So we will see significant reduction in that hypersensitivity, or sometimes it's burning pain, or patients who have numbness can start to regain feeling. So nerve re-education is possible with this advanced technology.
Wow.
And then we provide some ancillary therapies to help increase circulation. A lot of times you have to increase blood flow to the nerves, especially with the diabetic neuropathies or inflammatory neuropathies. So, you know, the treatment that we do is all about getting nerve function better.
Amazing. And there are options. This isn't helpless. You're not helpless.
No.
Is it reversible?
Yes, it can be if the neuropathy is not too progressed.
Okay.
Then we can reverse it. Now, how much it can be reversed does depend on the severity of nerve damage we start with, right? If somebody has 60% loss of sensory function, we may not have as much improvement as if they start with 30% loss. So it all depends on where they're at in this process. You know, a lot of people, they've been told nothing can be done for them, or they're on these medications, the gabapentin and the Lyricas, which are just kind of managing symptoms. So when you can understand the nerve damage, you can understand what's causing it, and you can address all of these issues, then patients can start to get to the other side of this.
That is so helpful. Guys, please listen to Dr. Dean. Don't ignore those symptoms at first. Guess what? Dr. Dean has a special offer just for you. The first 12 people to call and mention Colorado & Company, the best show ever, will qualify for a free consultation. That's right, free. You'll get a review of your health history and a neuropathy exam to determine, hey, is this treatment right for you? Just go to denverneuropathy.com or call 720-844-2010 to learn more. Front Range Medical Center paid for today's mention. All right, raise your hand if you knew that summer is the best time for home improvement projects. Everyone should have their hands raised. Stick with us. We've got details on Mountain Safe's biggest sale of the year. We're back in 2.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Welcome back to Coco, y'all. If your home has been telling you it needs a little attention, I got you. We got somebody you know. Dave Thomas from Mountain Safe Exteriors is here to tell us about their biggest sale of the year. That's my sale dance.
This is the
Do you
biggest
like it?
sale
Do you
of the
want to
year.
dance?
That was good. That was good.
You want to dance?
No.
Okay, I got you.
I'm not a dancer.
Okay, gotcha. So Dave, we have to talk about the sale, but first, it's hot.
Yes.
People are cranky.
Yes.
We don't want to think about home improvement projects, but you say now is the best time
Well,
to do it. Why? And there's something.
Why?
Yeah.
You should know why today, because it's 100 degrees
It's
outside
hell
and
outside.
your air conditioning is just spinning like this. Or you go upstairs and it's 15 degrees hotter than the first
worst.
floor, and everything's melting. So Colorado weather obviously is extreme, and this is a perfect example of it, and our houses suffer the most.
Yeah.
Our roofs are baking, our windows are cooking. A lot of homes are built with plastic vinyl windows these days, and they are literally suffering. They're melting just like nobody's business. The frames are expanding, the sashes are expanding, your air conditioning's pouring outside. It's not what you want to do. This is the biggest sale of the year, as you mentioned. This is our semi-annual sale. It is your best opportunity for any of our lines of Marvins. I have the fabulous Marvin Vivid next to me. It is fiberglass. It does not expand and contract.
Oh, wow.
It is a look you in the eye 50-year window. This thing will literally deflect 98.5% of all radiant heat in the
That's what
summer.
I want to hear.
And keep it in the winter. And that includes your fade rays on your furniture, on your artwork, everything. These
Perfect.
things are the best of the best. And of course, your siding is also fading like nobody's business
It's
today,
sad.
right?
It's
Yeah,
sad
absolutely.
siding.
And there's fires all over the state. James Hardy is the solution. This is not a paint, this is like the glazing on pottery. They run this through very high temperature kilns and they bake it on.
Oh, wow.
I have over 700 different colors. Actually, you give me the color and I'll make it. Or we can make it look like real wood,
Oh, I love this.
which is really gorgeous. So
Like,
if you
hey, I
live
live
up
in
in
a-
evergreen
I'm in a
or in
farmhouse.
conifer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We can make it absolutely look like real
Wow.
wood. Hail-proof, rot-proof, mold-proof, no woodpeckers, they can't land on it. And it is fire resistant. It will keep your homeowner's insurance in place.
I was just going to say, so insurance will be okay.
It's huge.
For fire.
Plus, we can totally redesign the look of your house. The homes are stunning. Go on our website, come into the showroom, full 3D rendering services. We can literally show you at the house what it would look like.
Because I'm a visual person, and
Yeah.
I like seeing that 3D rendering. All right, let me ask you something. Let's get to the good stuff. The sale.
Yes.
You want to see it again?
Let's do it.
Okay, tell me everything.
Well, we're going to give you a very large discounts off your Marvin window and door replacement package, as well as your James Hardie siding. Anything on the outside of the house that you need done, roofing, windows, siding, doors, garage doors.
How big of a sale?
We're going to do 25% off. Yes! Yeah. And on top of that, I'm going to throw in 12 months same as cash. So no money down. We come, we do our work. You can be darn sure we're going to show up there when we tell you. You can be darn sure we do a good job, because then you have 12 free months. No interest, no payments.
Okay, so you have a year to pay it off.
You got it.
You can do payment plan, or
Yep.
you can do it the last day.
Correct.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
for
awesome.
someone who's interested, the process. Talk to me about, like, how do I do the consultation? You know what I
Yep,
mean?
absolutely. Best thing to do is get on our website or call in the number, talk to Jeff. He's our scheduling coordinator. He's going to get one of our reps out to the house.
Jeff sounds nice.
Jeff is a lovely
He's
guy. You'd love
lovely.
him. I may bring him on one time.
Okay,
You know,
great.
you'd love to meet Jeff. He's
Jeff.
like this tall. We are a window and siding company. We are not a sales company like a lot of these places.
Bless you.
No high pressure. You're not going to be pinned down to your kitchen table for 3.5 hours. When we give you a price, it is our best price up front. It is
right.
what we advertise. Read our reviews online. They are perfect. We run our own crews. We really actually believe in customer service,
I
and
love
we
that about you.
certainly care about making our homeowners happy. And that's a dead art these days,
Yeah.
but not with us.
Customer service is huge. Now, it's a free
45-minute
consultation.
appointment, typically 35 to 45, depending on how involved it is, what we
Okay,
have to
and
do.
it's free there, right?
Yep, totally
Okay,
free.
great.
We come out with, we can take digital photos of the house, ping some satellites off it. We can do 3D imaging. We can do
Amazing.
AI
To
imaging.
see how it will look. 'Cause I'm
Inside
visual,
and
yeah.
outside, we can literally show you what your
This
house
is what
is
it's
going to look like.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is the 3D rendering.
That's the 3D
Tell
rendering.
me about the showroom.
Up, yep, in Greenwood Village, great spot. Come down, have lunch at Ocean Prime. Come over
Ocean Prime,
next to see
delicious,
us, right?
yes.
It's a beautiful spot. You can actually see all the big windows and doors that our reps can't fit in the back of their vehicles,
right.
right?
Can
And
you
you can
imagine?
see these amazing bi-folding doors, bi-parting doors. It's a nice place to come visit.
That's nice to see it in person
Yep.
for me. Okay, Mountain Safe has built such a great reputation in Colorado. What do you say sets you guys apart? To me, it's the customer service. I'm so sick of someone being like, buy this
Yeah.
or you're going to hell.
Yeah, no, it's our people, right?
Yeah.
It's our people. It's the way we treat you throughout the entire process. Who you're talking to on the phone, who's coming out to the house, they're all our people, and they really, really care about making
Yeah,
you happy.
right,
And that's
right.
huge. I mean, we get 2 to 3 5-star reviews a day.
Jeez Louise, I get that too.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. Don't
Yeah.
miss Mountain Safe's biggest sale of the year. Dave is giving Colorado and Company viewers a huge discount, as he said. So it's all month long with 25% off your window or siding remodeling project, or do both.
Yep.
You can get a free, like I said, in-home consultation and enjoy that 25% off your entire project. Plus, there's no money down, there's no interest, and no payments for 12 months?
12 months.
12 months,
Yep.
great. Just go to mountainsafe.com for more information or visit that beautiful showroom in Greenwood Village. You can also call 720-955-2120. Mountain Safe Exteriors sponsored today's segment. Well, look alive, people. 1 week from today, right here on Coco, we are highlighting a gadget that could change your life. It's literally one of the most useful inventions we've ever seen on the show. We all love it in the studio. It's called Debris Daddy. Hello. And they join us with their solution to preventing trash and recycling from flying all around the neighborhood. You do not want to miss this. When Colorado and Company returns, living your best life active, at ease, and simplified. We talk about the Crest difference coming up next.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
All right, I want to tell you about Crest. It's a premier senior living community. It's in Highlands Ranch. Think like a stylish, maintenance-free residence filled with amenities, activities, and services. So I'm going to be moving in tomorrow. So let's learn more from personal moving consultant Beth Brandenburg and Crest resident Joyce. Hello, ladies.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
I'm very excited to see you. Okay, Beth, an overview of what Crest is like. Talk to me about it.
We have several different levels.
Okay.
Independent, assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing care, even rehabilitation if people need it. Mainly, though, our largest part of Windcrest is independent.
Really?
So yes, residents move in, and they're living. The people who are living independently are living just like they did independently in their own home.
That's so important.
Windcrest just makes it easier for them because so many times people get to a point in life where they don't want to do the shoveling and the yard work and the
Right,
home
right.
maintenance,
Yeah.
and even cooking.
Yeah.
So what we have to offer is, aside from the 10 restaurants,
10?
10.
Oh my God. Eating well.
Eating well.
We call it the Windcrest 10. You gain 10 pounds in the first month.
When you walk in the door. That's amazing. And what other amenities do you have?
Oh gosh, we don't have time to go through all of them.
Got it. Okay.
But some of the things that make us unique to the retirement communities would be that we have 24-hour security. We're a gated community. You have to have a reason to come in through that gate. The 10 restaurants, of course. We have our own medical center with our own doctors, physicians assistants.
It's hard.
Even.
That's a hard one to
It's a
say.
hard word.
Those people.
Yeah, those guys. Amazing.
And and we have our own CVS pharmacy.
Stop.
Yes, we do.
You got it all.
Yeah,
you got it all.
That's even just a little bit. And the activities, oh my gosh, we have over 180 activities, all resident run, resident driven.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, from anything from line dancing to karaoke to.
Bingo?
Yes.
Do we have bingo?
We have bingo.
I get really competitive. Now, there are a lot of senior living facilities out there, right? What do you think makes Windcrest stand out?
I would say it's my position.
Yeah.
Because I am an employee of Windcrest.
Yeah.
So the help that I am able to offer to our customers is completely complimentary.
Whoa. And I heard before we were on camera, Joyce is like, I wouldn't be there if it weren't for you.
Yeah.
So
she was my girl.
wow. So you're the fairy godmother of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the fairy godmother of everything, but I'm the planning and moving consultant. So what happens is I have two parts.
Yeah.
The planning part, which is where I get to spend my days in homes of our priority members, getting to know them really well, seeing what they're up against so that I can help them with advice and resources to help their downsizing be more effective.
Yeah.
Then I get to hear what's important to them so that I can recreate that on our space planning board.
So you're saying fairy godmother. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We're staying with that. She is.
Yeah.
All right. I want to go to you, Joyce, with your, can you show your shoes? Just
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. Sparkles, everybody. Joyce, what made you want to live at Windcrest specifically? Like, what made you choose it?
Well, initially, I was looking at finding a place where I could live independently with a backup plan.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Which is smart.
You never know. And I think Windcrest ended up offering me more than that. I wanted to be somewhere that had a lot of activities, amenities.
You look like an activities girl.
I like activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I loved the location. I loved the Highlands Ranch area. I lived in Colorado back in the 90s. I wanted to come back. I have friends here that I have stayed friends with over the past 35 years. And so to be able to be close to them and have an independent home, just like I had in other places that I've lived. But then again, I've got the backup plan. If I don't want to cook, I've got the restaurants. If I want to go line dancing Tuesday morning, I put my boots on.
I can see you line dancing.
So there's so many activities. It's also safe.
I was going to say the guard gate.
I like the security, I like the safety, and it just gave me a sense of peace.
Yeah.
Peace
I can
of,
imagine.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, and fun.
And fun
Yeah,
at the same
it's not like
time.
boring at all. Okay.
Yeah.
Take me through a typical day for you, Joyce.
Oh, there is no typical day. Days are not typical.
I like that.
No, days are not typical. It's the type of thing where when I get up, if there's an activity that day that I want to participate in, I go do that. Everything is close by with all the Highlands Ranch stores or places you run your errands to.
It's a great location.
Yeah, it's a very dog-friendly community. I have two little Yorkies, Pebbles
their names?
Pebbles and Betty. Hi, Pebbles. Hi, Betty.
Shout out. Shout out.
And Pebbles and Betty are my babies, and so it's just been a great experience. I've met some wonderful people.
Good community.
The community, a lot of people from Colorado, but I'm from New Jersey. I met some Jersey girls, so
Nice.
we're all locked in.
Dangerous.
We're all good. We're all good to go.
Dangerous with those. I'm East Coast too. Jersey
I had an idea that you might be.
a little fast paced. Okay.
Yeah.
For those of the viewers watching, and some people have grandparents, some people are actually thinking about doing themselves, what would you say, both of you, to that viewer who's watching to say this is a good spot?
For me, if you want to live independently, it's an amazing opportunity to do that. And I know how hard it is to sell a home and to totally transition that mindset of what your lifestyle is going to look like. But you can make it be whatever you want because everything is right there. The resources, the activities, the amenities, the restaurants. Everyone I've met is so nice. We have meet and greet activities to meet new neighbors. And
I love that.
yeah, it's really everything kind of all rolled into one.
Yeah, right.
And I love the location. I love the Highlands Ranch
Highlands
location.
Ranch is very good. I also want to say that it, like when you, right now too, when I'm going out, that social connection is so important.
Yeah.
I mean, they're finding out that's like for longevity, for happiness, and
Yeah.
that's a
Brain
main
health.
part. Yeah, brain
Brain
health. That has
health,
to be a
yeah.
main part, right, Beth?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's really important.
Socialization's so, and it's so easy to make friends there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's open to the idea of friendships.
You guys, can we all just live there?
Yes.
Beth, can you move us in?
Yes, I can. I will do all of that for you.
See? Very good.
She does. She got me out of state to get
High
here.
five. Nice job. All right, consider the options available to you at Crest Senior Living in Highlands Ranch. Request a free brochure, right now, online at wincrest.com, or you can call. It's 888-710-3677. Crest by Erickson Senior Living sponsor today's segment. We are in the thick of moving season, and finding a place to rent can be a full-time job and annoying, okay? Then throw in all those application fees and you've got an oy vey. It's got a really bad one. But we have someone to save us. We're so happy. Derek Exley, the president of Reusable Tenant Screening Reports, is here with a solution. Hi, Derek.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I can't wait to hear this because I hate moving and renting like everybody else.
Everybody.
Everybody hates it. Okay, so what, Derek, is Reusable Tenant Screening Reports, and how did this get started?
Reusable Tenant Screening Reports is a company that provides tenant screening reports to renters across Colorado. So you can come to us and be a one-stop shop and get your tenant screening report for all of your rentals across the state.
Stop.
Yeah.
It is a one-stop shop.
It is.
I hate going to all those other places.
I know.
So how does this save, this is all I'm about, for our viewers, we know affordability is really bad. How does this save us moolah, some money?
So before, you'd have to, if you were applying to multiple places, you'd have multiple landlords and each one wanted to know your information.
Yeah.
So you'd pay each time to get your tenant screening report. Now you can come to my company and you can pay one time and get a screening report that you can reuse. So you only have to pay once and you can reuse it an unlimited amount of times for all of your rentals that you want to try and apply to. So instead of paying $40, $50, $40.
For everyone.
Yes. Now you just pay one flat fee. You can reuse your report over and over and over again until you find your next home.
How did you come up with this?
I found myself in the rental market and I found myself spending hundreds of dollars applying to multiple places, and I wasn't getting any of the places I was applying to, so I kept having to apply over and over again.
And you're spending money.
Spending money and putting in my same information over and over again.
The worst.
Name, date of birth, over and over again, income, employment, everything. So I was like, there's gotta be a better solution to this. Colorado and the legislators came out with a great law in 2023 to prevent that from having to happen, where they allowed portable tenant screening reports to be used.
Smart man. And then you filled that hole.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I was looking around and I was like, where can I get a portable tenant screening report? And no one had created the solution to satisfy the law. So I decided that I was going to come up with this website and create a way for citizens of Colorado to actually use the law that was already in place.
Oh my God, the noggin on Derek Exley here. That's unbelievable. Okay, we have a lot of viewers who are like not the most computer savvy. They're a little old school, which I think is great. How do they use, can they still use your service?
Absolutely.
Okay.
One of the great things about our service is we're local here in Colorado, and if you call us or email us, you're going to have a human respond to you through email or answering that phone call. A human being, isn't that wonderful?
I haven't had that in a long time.
No AI bots, no one from any other countries or anything like that. It's right here, it's local, it's people who are invested in the company and want to help you get your screening service. I answered the phone one day and it was a gentleman who was born in 1937. And he didn't,
Bless him.
I know, he didn't have a cell phone, he didn't have a computer, he was calling me from his home phone.
Landline.
Yes. So I ended up having to, he was here in Denver, I ended up having to find a Staples location for him, send him down there, had the employee of the store then call me, I walked them through exactly what I needed from him, and we were able to get him his whole tenant screening report. So This is not just for the younger generation, it's truly for anybody renting in the state of Colorado.
I like the accessibility of that.
Yes.
Bless him. Going to Staples is my favorite. Okay, cybersecurity, everybody has it. How do we know, because you're putting on like a lot of information, how do we know it's protected?
It's a great question because a lot of people are very worried about their personal identifying information. So we've partnered with TransUnion to produce some of these reports, the credit, criminal, and eviction reports. Oh, nice. TransUnion has a lot of rules in place for who they partner with. So before they even agreed to partner with us, they vetted us and made sure that we had certain standards of security in place. We decided as a company we were going to be Fair Credit Reporting Act certified. So all of the members of our company took tests and are Fair Credit Reporting Act certified. We are members of the National Consumer Reporting Association. So we've gone above and beyond to make sure that we're satisfying all the legislation and all the safety and security that we can. And TransUnion has procedures in place as well to protect information, including conducting an identity verification so that you know if you're going in to get a report, it's you and not someone else trying to do
get you.
Yes.
That's, I mean, you checked all the boxes. Just one more time quickly, how do we start the process?
So you can go to myrtsr.com,
Okay.
myrtsr.com.
Okay.
When you go there, there's a tenant login button, and then you just register, create an account. Takes about 10 minutes to go through the process. And if you have any questions along the way, give us a call, email us, and we're there for you.
I like that, a human being. This is excellent. Make the renting process less expensive. Get your one-time rental application that is good for 30 days for only $59.95. It is one report, and every landlord gets the process started today at myrtsr.com. You can also call them at 720-303-8100. They sponsor today's mention. Do not go anywhere after the break. We have Chef Mary's 2 favorite cocktails. Cheers. All right, we are all gearing up for another blistering hot weekend, but I want you to keep cool by sipping on some refreshing cocktails. Chef Mary from Olive Finch makes some of her favorites for us, and trust me, you're gonna wanna take some notes on this one.
Hi, it's Chef Mary from Olive Finch, and it is still summer in Colorado. And what do I love to do? Well, I love to drink cocktails on the patio. And what better way to do it than to today make a Finch 75. So one of the things that's a little bit different from a French 75 is our recipe. So at Olive Finch, we do it a little bit differently. We love to put, instead of sugar, we love to use honey because you know that I love healthy things. And then I love to add a little bit of elderflower in there. And if you want to go a little bit crazy, then we're going to add a little bit of this Empress gin just to give it a kick. So, you know, last time we showed you a trick, and I'm going to show that to you again. We're going to basically make a little lemon zest here, and we're going to twist it. When I twist it, it's going to release some oils that are going to go right into that drink, but I'm also going to put it around the rim so that when I have my first sip, I really get that bite of zest. So let's start with some really nice Prosecco or champagne or cava. And those are all different types of sparkling wine. And again, a traditional French 75 is going to have lemon juice and a little bit of sugar, but we like to use lemon juice. We also like to throw in some grapefruit juice. And what makes ours really special is elderflower liqueur. And if you want to take this up just a little bit, how about some Empress gin? And look at this beautiful color. And it's kind of like a floaty right on top there. And there you have it. This is a Finch 75, and look at that beautiful color. One thing I really love about cocktails, especially during patio and summer seasons, that it's gotta be fresh, it's gotta be light, it's gotta be a great patio pounder. I mean, I don't know about you, but I love sitting on the patio and just having a really great drink, whether it's a nice glass of rosé or my Mary's Gimlet. So let me show you how to make it. A gimlet is typically made with gin, but this is a Mary's Gimlet. So I like to make it with vodka. We use Breckenridge at Olive Finch, but you know, I really also love Grey Goose, so I use that at home. And then also a gimlet is typically made with lime juice, but again, this is Mary's gimlet and I love lemon juice. So I'm putting some lemon juice in here with my vodka, and then just a dash of sweetness. So I make simple syrup, which is a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water, and then I'm gonna shake it. So one thing I love about gimlets is it's basically like a martini. We're gonna serve it up, but what I love is that when you shake it really, really hard, you're gonna get these nice ice crystals that makes the alcohol, makes the cocktail go down really, really great. And a trick for you at home is if you don't have chilled glasses like this, you can put soda water and ice in a glass to make it chilled. So do you see those nice ice crystals floating at top? And then last thing I love, and again, if you want to make a traditional gimlet with gin and lime juice, you can, and then use a lime zest rather than a lemon zest. But what I love to do is I love to twist it like this, and it releases the oils from the lemon, and then I like to just put a little bit of that around the rim, and it goes right inside. All right, so here is to summer on the patios in Colorado. But listen, if you don't want to make your own drinks, come in to one of our locations. We've got happy hour from 3 to 5 every single day with drink specials starting at $3. Literally, you can get a beer for $3, wine for $5, or a cocktail for $6. Or visit us at Union Station or Little Finch on 16th for happy hour all night long after 3 o'clock.
Follow Chef Mary at Chef Mary Nguyen and stop by an Olive and Finch. They have 5 locations. Learn more at oliveandfinch.com.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
I just want to say thank you to our viewers for watching. You are the best in all the land. We like providing you information that we know will save you time and money and stress. So when it comes to legal matters, we go straight to the experts. For the last 30 years, Backus & Schenker has been helping Colorado families whose lives were turned upside down. Today, Kyle Backus has what you need to know about your car's technology and how it always uncovers the truth.
I'm Kyle Backus. You know, after a serious crash, people assume it's what drivers say or what witnesses might remember, but here's something most people don't actually realize. Your car, it's telling on you. Okay, we've all heard about black boxes in airplanes. Guess what? Your car has one too. So you might think you're driving alone, nobody sees what's happening, but the data is there. Your speed, braking, acceleration, steering, it's all being captured in the seconds before any impact. So investigators, you know what they do? They download that data from both vehicles, and that's where it gets interesting. They can scan the entire scene, sometimes with drones. They create a digital model of the entire intersection. They take all that data, and they take the data from your vehicle, and they plug it into a specialized software, and in some cases, they can literally replay the entire crash, showing exactly how those vehicles came together second by second. So when police are determining fault, or in serious cases, criminal liability, it's not just opinion anymore, it's data, it's science, and reconstruction. You know, in today's world, the truth is often already recorded, whether you realize it or not. For 30 years, we've been here in Colorado, helping people through moments exactly like this. We're your hometown injury lawyers, and if you need us, we are here to help you.
Backus & Schenker personal injury lawyers are here for you. So call the 2s, 303-222-2222, or go online at coloradolaw.net. Backus & Schenker sponsored today's mention. I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm still fascinated by dinosaurs. Well, earlier Kelly chatted with Jenna from the museum to learn more about this very large exhibit. Here's their conversation.
Before we start, I have to just tell you, my nephew is obsessed with dinosaurs, so he is going to love this segment. So first, before we get into the whole exhibition, why do you think dinosaurs, people of all ages are obsessed with dinosaurs? Why?
That is so true. And I think it's because they're like this mythical being that actually existed.
Like real.
Real thing that were so big, bigger than life, and so different than anything we have today. Although we're gonna dive into some of those secrets and learn about how they actually are kind of similar to animals we have.
Ooh, okay, so let's start talking about the exhibition you have going on right now. Tell me all about it.
So this exhibit is called The World's Largest Dinosaurs. It is about the biggest of the big dinosaurs. So that's talking about our sauropods, the ones with the long necks, the long tails, and just everything about them. How did they get so big and how did they live?
Okay, cool. Now it sounds like we'll all learn a lot walking through this, but give us a little bit of a tease. What's a fact that surprised you the first time you went through the exhibit?
Yeah, so actually looking at these specimens that I brought here, one of the things that I thought was so cool is that we can look to modern day birds to better understand these giant dinosaurs.
Okay.
And their bones are actually pretty similar, meaning that they had all of these little spaces in between their bones. So this is one of our dinosaur bones. And then over here is an ostrich bone. And we can see all those little spaces and they're actually really, really similar.
Okay, let me ask you this. Will visitors be able to touch the things the bones as they come through?
Yeah, so they will be able to touch these when they come through. This is part of one of our volunteer carts, so they can talk to someone about it. And there's a lot of fun interactives in this exhibit where you get to feel like what it might have felt like to pump blood through a whole sauropod using a bicycle pump. You can lift up their bones to feel how big they are, and then there's a lot that you get to see.
Okay, that's super cool. Real quick, tell me about this guy over here.
So this is the vertebra, and so that's a neck bone of a giraffe. And we can see how giraffes had really long necks, or have really long necks, similar to the sauropods.
Okay.
But their bones are actually really different. They're super, super dense, and they're much heavier, which means that they actually can't ever get quite as big as our sauropods.
Okay, that's very cool. I'm very into this. Okay, who should come and see the exhibition? Is it for all ages? Is there an age limit?
Like you said, everyone's interested in dinosaurs, so this exhibit is really for everyone. And there is something to learn, even if you're not a dinosaur person. Like I said, it talks about other animals, how to compare them. So whether you love dinosaurs, you're still learning and trying to figure them out, this exhibit is for you.
Okay, Jenna, let's talk a little bit more about this bone we have in the middle. What are these blue things in here?
Yeah, so this is a 3D print that we took of a bone, and we painted it blue on the inside to show really well those air sacs. So yeah, there's a lot of holes in it, and that allowed their bones to be really, really light, so they could get really big without being so heavy.
Like
and weighed
compacted.
down.
That is crazy. Okay, how does that relate to maybe what they eat, or what they did eat rather?
Yeah, so these dinosaurs were herbivores, so eating lots of plants. And in this exhibit, you can see just how much they had to eat in a day to survive.
Oh, that's so cool.
So much, and their long necks help them do that. So they didn't have to expend a lot of energy. They can kind of stand in one place and then move their head around and just eat off the branches.
Oh, like I said before, I'm very into this. Let's talk tickets. How do we get them?
Yeah, so all of our tickets are on dmns.org, and so this does require a special ticket, so you can get general admission as well as the world's largest dino exhibit.
Okay, so yeah, that was going to be my next question. Let's say we go through the world's largest dino exhibit. Are we able to still go through the museum, the rest of the exhibits and everything else going on in the museum? There's so many things you guys do there. My nephew loves it so much. We go at least once a month. So are there other things? Can we get in there and do other things with the admission?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah, with general admission, you can see the rest of the museum, and actually included with tickets right now is our Changing Landscapes, another temporary exhibit that we have here until January 3rd. So that is all about, you get to walk through Venice and Rapa Nui as well as Mesa Verde. So we have a Colorado connection there, and learn about how our changing climate is changing these places.
Let's talk a little bit about the heart and the blood. Can you see that through what we're looking at here?
Not through these bones, but in the exhibit, there are some really big pieces and displays. So you can see what it looked like for the blood to pump through the body.
Right.
One of the main centerpieces of this exhibit is a 60-foot recreation of a Mamenchisaurus. And so super long, super big, and it talks about blood, it talks about how it ate, there's a projection onto it. And what's so cool about that is that its neck was 30 feet long, so half of its length.
Okay, this is insane. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here today, Jenna.
Thanks for your company, Colorado, and for watching Colorado's #1 rated, longest running lifestyle show. Portions of today's program were sponsored by the businesses listed on your screen. And as always, everyone you encounter is facing an uphill battle. So be kind, be patient, and then apply that to yourself. I'm doing the same thing. I'll see you guys next time. You're the best. Bye.